Hello, my name is Mike Wyatt. I'm the orchestra teacher at West Hill High School. This is the first year at West Hill we've had orchestra in several years, and I'm really proud of the progress that we've been able to make in just that short amount of time, and I look forward to continuing that progress, including with many of the students that you just saw on stage, hopefully joining us next year. I'd like to introduce you now to Greg Robbins of the Stamford Young Artists Philharmonic, who has a wonderful opportunity to tell you about For Your Children. Greg?
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you to the middle school and, of course, to all the amazing faculty that are here that work so hard to teach all the talented students that you see on stage. And that was a lot of violin. Wow. Only one bass player, too. I was a bass player growing up. The great thing about that is that if you need a bass player, you need a car. Just a little push in the right direction. Anyway, so I'm from the Stamford Young Artists Philharmonic. I conduct there. I also conduct at the Greater Bridgeport Symphony. And what I'd like to talk to you a little bit about is what we'd like to mention is a great opportunity the kids have here to play in a large ensemble. And what Stamford Young Artists really strives to do is to provide a similar opportunity except on the scale of a full symphonic orchestra. This is actually our 55th season, and as part of the celebrations, we are aiming to perform the New World Symphony, which involves lots of players and lots of notes. So the general idea is that we try to push kids to do music that traditionally is reserved for professionals or people who've been playing a very long time. And as excited as we are to talk about our past, we're more excited about the future. And what that is made up of are some of the talented musicians who are in this room and who are in the Stamford public schools. So what I want to let you know about is the fact that
you can open to anybody. You can send a link to anybody.
Internationally renowned, Christian Capaccio.
I don't know you.
But we also have a staff of coaches who work individually, one-on-one with the kids, shoulder to shoulder.
You are able to see it, right?
Making sure that we provide some teachers that are from some of the top conservatories in the country. Juilliard, Curtis, just have some absolutely wonderful individual instrumental teachers. So I encourage you to look us up on the web at www.syap.org and to learn more about our programs. I think it looks like we're ready for the next part of the program, so enjoy.
Thank you, Greg. It is my pleasure to now introduce to you the high school orchestra. And in just a second, I'll be walking up there to start conducting them, so just give me 1 second.
My name is Wendy Delson. I'm a strings teacher at Cloonan, Riverwalk, and Turner River Middle Schools, as well as one of the directors of the festival. This month, music teachers around the country and their students are celebrating Music in Our Schools Month. NAFB's mission statement is, quote, "Music allows us to explore the realms of expression, imagination, and creation, resulting in new knowledge. Therefore, every individual is to be guaranteed the opportunity to share in musical experiences," unquote. The Stamford Public Schools has given us this great opportunity to share our musical experiences tonight, and we thank you all for being here to share it with us. Making music is so important that in a recent Wall Street Journal article, it was said that Albert Einstein, who began playing violin at age 6, said that his discovery of the theory of relativity was a result of musical perception. As part of our partnership with the Stamford Symphony, the Symphony has generously donated tickets for the Sunday, April 26th performance of the Symphony at the Palace Theater. We are offering tickets for $10 each to benefit the Strings program and the Strings Festival in here in Stamford. The program will include some of my favorites, and maybe yours too: C.P.E. Bach's Symphony in F major, Brahms' First Piano Concerto, and Beethoven's Third Symphony, the Eroica. If you already purchased tickets, your vouchers are available in the lobby. If you would like to purchase tickets for you and your family, we have tickets available in the lobby as well. If you'd like to give a gift to your child for their wonderful performance tonight, or just because you love them, we have carnations available to purchase in the lobby. Again, all donations benefit the music department and the String Festival. It's been a real pleasure making music with your children during these past few weeks. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, and right now we're going to have a 10-minute intermission. We're going to flicker the lights when it's time to come back. Please go out to the lobby, walk around, check out our tables, and we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gloria Sinagulia, and I am the Orchestra and Choral Director at Stamford High School. I've been there for 28 years and I'm a teacher here in the system for 37 years. So I am so happy to see all of you still in the audience. Thank you very much. It is my very, very distinct pleasure to introduce to you not only a very dear friend, not only an amazing musician and person, but a former student and someone who is always ready at the drop of a hat to come in and help our students. And I am so very, very happy about that and proud to know him. You will be amazed this evening by what you are about to hear. So without further ado, Mr. Darwin Shin.
Thank you all for coming, and I'm so pleased to be here. I actually went to this school, Cloonan Middle School. I started at Still Meadow. Who here went to Still Meadow? Anybody? Excellent. And then I went to Westover, then Cloonan, as I said, and then Stamford High School. So I am a product of the Stamford school system, and I'm always happy to come to teach and help. We've had a lot of sessions this week. The kids have done a great job. I went to West Hill one day, and I went to Stamford High a bunch of days. And I'm just so overjoyed. I wish that I had done more in the school program when I was a kid. Just the way my life was, that I wasn't able to. But I see the kids, and I see how happy this makes them, and how wonderful it is for them. And what I want everyone to understand is that music is not just for us to listen to, but it's for the soul and for every human to enjoy. And on top of that, everyone always says how it's good for the mind and everything. But I do believe, and I always have felt, that when we learn music, we're learning the skills of problem solving and how to work. And then eventually, we get to enjoy what we've accomplished, and that's what today is. That being said, they've asked me to play for you by myself. And in some ways, the violin is an instrument that usually you hear played in groups. And what I decided to do was I'm going to play a fairly difficult piece written by an Italian composer named Niccolo Paganini. And Paganini was famous because in the 19th century, he was the first of the traveling virtuosos. And what he did was he was so outlandish in his ability to play that people thought that he was in league with the devil. The piece that I'm about to play, there is no original score for. He was very secretive. He didn't want people to know how he did what he did, and he didn't let people see anything. So what happened was a German violinist followed him around and went to concert after concert and wrote down what he heard at the performance. And so that's how we have this music today.
Good evening. I hope you're enjoying the program so far. I am Josh Setti. I'm the music teacher at Rogers International School. As you know, music relates to many other subjects: math, language, reading, science, physical education, history, art, you name it. Music training boosts focus, IQ, and persistence. As standardized testing season is among us, I have an interesting fact relating to music education and our students, me being the numbers guy. A study was published and revealed that students with superior music education programs scored about 22% higher in English and 20% higher in math on standardized tests. The study compared schools with low quality music programs regardless of socioeconomic disparities among the schools or school districts. The study basically compares the concentration that music training requires to the concentration needed to perform well on standardized tests. So it's all intertwined. As we bring up our middle school kids and our high school kids, join them. We hope you've enjoyed the program so far. I'm sure you've noticed our theme. Tonight, through our music, we have traveled through Russia, met sailors, we visited Ireland, don't know if you caught that, came across some Latin flair, performed a Ukrainian dance, and so now, without further ado, this is our finale, We Are the World. Thank you for coming.
We are live on YouTube.
Thank you very much. Yes, they do deserve that round of applause. They have been working very, very hard, and I know you all remember the kind of winter weather we had this year to know how many days we missed, how many lessons got canceled, et cetera, but they have been working so very, very hard. And this evening especially is so special and unique because it's not always fun to play with 2 or 3 people. It's great to play in a big ensemble, and that's what this gives every student an opportunity to do. Before I make some thank yous, which there are definitely some people to thank, I just want to stress that they've worked so hard, they should not stop working. They should continue. If you have a child in middle school, they should absolutely, especially an 8th grader, have that orchestra class and put on their schedule for next year. It is the logical progression of them to do. They take Algebra 1, they go directly to Algebra 2. They take orchestra for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year in middle school. Of course, they take it in high school. Of course they do. Please, I've been in the high school level for 37 years. It is very doable. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it in the ninth grade. They need it in their schedule, especially in the 9th grade, in a new location. Experiencing such new things, they need to hold that instrument in their hand one time during the day. They make immediate friends. and it stays with them for a lifetime. So that's my last plug about that. But I know that for Mr. White, I speak for Mr. White, and I hope you're all on stage, and for Mr. Setti, we cannot thank Ms. Cody Ann Lutz and Mrs. Wendy Delson enough for the job that they do in the levels below us. Mr. Setti is a middle school teacher, but these two ladies work tirelessly to put this together, and absolutely. Look, come out, please. Wendy, Ms. Delson, come down, please. Mr. Wyatt, my colleague, please come out. Mr. Setti, please come out. We are very, very lucky to have these women be with your children. They love them. We all love your children so very, very much. And we can't thank you enough, ladies, for all the work, because this is not an easy task. What we do is not an easy task as it is on a day-to-day basis, but look at the numbers up here. So thank you, ladies. We really, really appreciate it. And we thank you, all of us, we teachers, we thank you for bringing your children, for encouraging your children, for listening to them practice. And if you aren't listening to them practice, maybe you might say you'd like to hear them practice, because that would always be helpful too. So we thank you for your attendance this evening. Attend your school concerts, bring some friends, some neighbors, some relatives. You're a wonderful audience, and you are a wonderful audience. So thank you very, very much. And thank you to Darwin Shen, my goodness gracious, right? Absolutely. 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 And to the administrative team here at Cloonan, who hosts us every year, and to all the administrators who are here this evening. I know I've seen some, I don't want to mention in case I overlooked some, but I have seen some dear friends here this evening, and I really appreciate it. And we all love you too for your support in our building. So thank you and good night. Ladies.
Miss Dawson! Miss Dawson! Mrs. Dawson!
Hello?
Too late. I wanted a picture with your students.
Are they coming?
Thank you so much.